couple months ago, I got this book at the thrift store. It was $6, and it is Household Discoveries in Miss Curtis's Cookbook. It is over 110 years old. It is from 1909. And it's about 1,000 pages. The first part is actually most of the book. It's a bunch of home remedies and just a bunch of stuff around the house. So, yeah. But the second part is a cookbook. You see it's actually kind of two books in one here. Here's the second book with a couple color illustrations courtesy of Kellogg Fruit Company, which is what they were back then. There we go. 177. Today we're making a walnut pudding. So, yeah, this recipe is over 110 years old. Just to give you a reference, back then there wasn't sliced bread. Most houses didn't have electricity. And extracts were very weak, so we are going to use like a tiny fraction of what the recipe calls for. So, here we go. We have meats from 12 English walnuts, which basically means the walnuts. Natural walnuts have a hard casing on them. So, and now we have the convenience of just getting the meats, which is just the stuff inside the walnuts. But back then you had to crack the walnuts open yourself. Next we need 1 cupful of stale brown bread crumbs. Here's some brown bread. Whole wheat, whatever. And then we have 2 cupfuls of milk. It's in the refrigerator, which they also didn't have back then. Then we have 2 tablespoonfuls of sugar. Oh yeah, and something also. It says this sugar company has been around for over 100 years. This book may be older than the sugar company. And 1 teaspoon of McIlhenny's Mexican vanilla, or vanilla extract. I don't know how to judge this. I'm probably going to add half of the recipe. I have no idea if the original one called for extracts. I hope it did, or this is going to be like crazy strong. So I'm going to do half at most. So, it says the first step is scald the milk. Now, I made this kind of cheat sheet here because a lot of the terms in here are old and they're kind of obsolete baking practices, and also a double boiler. Either way, before we do any of that, because it says after scalding, you add it to the chopped walnut, to crumbs and chopped walnuts meats. So we need to crumb up the walnuts and chop the meat. So let's get our workstation ready here. Alright, right now we just need the walnuts and the bread. So it calls for 12 English walnuts, meats from 12 English walnuts. So we're going to need all sorts of containers here, and 1 cup full of stale brown bread crumbs. So we're going to get 1 cup. We're actually going to get one of these cups. And yeah, how do you do crumbs? Kind of like this. That's good. We have some stale, not really bread crumb puddings. Now, we need the meats from 12 English walnuts, and we're going to add it to the breadcrumbs. 1 meat, 2 meat, 3 meat. We're going to add big ones. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and some change because I don't think that's enough. Crumbs and chopped oh crap, we have to chop them. Alright, it's chopping time. Now, since Coppa's gonna delete me if I don't say this, be careful around knives because they can hurt you, I guess. pick the walnut meats out. So, to make Kappa the most scared, we are going to get the biggest knife we have. Which is also good. You want more surface area when you're chopping. So, I am no expert at chopping, but I usually rock the knife back and forth like this. So, this should be enough. So here's our sorry, I forgot to reposition the camera. Gotta see them mixins. Alright, so that's good. Now that it's all chopped up, the bread should get stale quicker. So, now I gotta scald 2 cupfuls of milk. So, I looked this up on a website. How to scald milk quickly. You add your milk to a wide, shallow, heavy-bottomed saucepan. This will take a few minutes. We'll be back when it's scalded. So, yeah, the thing's steaming. We are gonna add...
Allow the mixture to simmer gently for 5, then take from the fire. Okay.
Alright.
Wait, you're supposed to... Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to take it from the fire, Mom. Yes. So, 2. So we are gonna... Ugh. So we basically, you hold the yolk in the shell and pour out the egg white. That's good. That's 1 egg yolk. We're going to add vanilla and the whites of eggs beaten. So we need to add the vanilla and the whites, and then stir in the yolks of eggs beaten with the sugar. So the sugar goes with the yolks. It'll be stiff. Stiff.
You filmed 6 minutes of you just eating eggs?
Stiffening them, yes.
It's a bit boring.
No, I do this because the camera's getting hot. I don't know about you, but that looks pretty stiff.
Why don't you try now? So turn it off.
Ooh, sick.
Yep, that's stiff.
Stiff. So, final. When cool, stir in the yolks of eggs beaten with the sugar. So we need to beat the yolks of eggs with the sugar. So we're just going to do it in this bowl. And how much sugar? We need 2 tablespoons, and I decided that we're going to use 4. So here's our stiff egg whites. We're going to add 4 because modern Americans are stiff. Alright. Ah! No, it has like a skin on it. And to be ergonomic, just going to, we're going to mix these anyway, so it's fine. Just gonna beat it, basically mix it together so that it, works. Oh my god. I should not have done that. There we go. So, now we're gonna read this exactly. When cool, stir in the yolks of eggs beaten with the sugar. So we're We're gonna stir the egg mix. So now we're gonna stir. We're gonna stir in the yolks of eggs. Then we can add vanilla and the whites of eggs. Alright, so we're gonna stir this. This is disgusting. This is like actually not appetizing. And at this point we're gonna put it into our pan. Our warm. Pour in a buttered mold, damn it. It's fine. And bake 30 minutes. Serve hot with vanilla sauce or hard sauce. So do we add into a buttered mold? This is just going to be a disaster, isn't it? We're not going to butter our mold. And I wish you guys could have seen that. Just came out in one big chunk. So we're just gonna mix this together. It sounds so light and airy. This is nailed it material right here. Except no one would make something. So since this is I have no idea. I'm just guessing from memory here. But since this is like a froth, we're going to kind of fold it in. So we're gonna bake this at 350, right? Right? Oh, it's kind of. This was firm, but now it's kind of soupy. So we're basically gonna bake this at 350 for. You know. Also, I should explain to the coppa makers that you should probably use oven mitts. That's cooking. Bake! Please, I'm begging you. So, we are going to set our timer for 30 minutes, because that's how long it should bake. Are you excited to try the walnut pudding?
Not really. I don't like walnut. Thank you.
No?
Yeah, you can try it.
Oh, wow. Yep, that was good. I did just brush my teeth. It smells good.
Mm-hmm. No, it tastes good.
I haven't tried it.
The walnut flavor's nice.
Yeah.
Is it moist enough?
Uh-huh.
Woo! That's not bad.
It's definitely moist enough.
It's a little bland.
I mean, I don't really
A
like
little bit.
I mean, I don't really like
And it tastes like bread. But,
No,
I don't know.
I like it.
You like it?
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
I think it's alright.
It reminds me of French toast.
Very soggy.
It is. It may not be baked.
I think it's baked enough.
Yeah.
I like it.
The texture kind of bothers me though.
I'm
Does it?
sweating now.
You're sweating?
Yeah, it's hot.